The cap is the biggest problem, but many drivers don't know about it.
Normal now.
I'm talking about the radiator cap. See, let me tell you, when this is faulty, if you like, change water pump, change hose, change radiator, put coolant, put your thermostat, remove the thermostat, put the clip, anything you want to do, this car will still overheat. And that is the story of Mama Chinedu, the owner of this car. There's another story where I collected her husband, but this one is about her car overheating. Overheating is like the woman with the issue of blood. Except you touch the hem of the garment, they may not be healing for you. This Mama Chinedu now, she has gone to different places and she has explored different pathways for the overheating problem to stop, but there was no solution. Because if you go fix hose, it may be water pump. If you fix water pump, it may be coolant. If you fix coolant, it may be thermostat. And if you don't find the real issue, it never stops. In my opinion, overheating is one of the most annoying car problem that any driver can have when you are driving. Cars. We're talking about cars. There are three major reasons why your car will overheat, and this one is the deadliest of them. So I'll put it in number 3. Let's start from the lesser. Number 1, coolant. If you are still using water by now, I don't have what to tell you, because here using coolant is not enough. Make sure you're using the manufacturer's recommended coolant for your car, and that information can be found on the manual. That manual, if you don't get a hard copy, check online for the soft copy, so you now know what the manufacturer has to say. If not, you'll be using coolant but you will not be cool.
Wow. Another
thing again is that the coolant you use can be a Alright, so I continue.
Normal now.
Another thing again is that the coolant you use can be rendered powerless because it is being obstructed. There's a blockage in the cooling system that is obstructing the flow of the coolant to the appropriate part.
Wow.
Then you'll be appropriately charged. Number 2 on my list is the thermostat. I can hear you say don't just start because your mechanic has told you to remove your own. Well, that's not the part of the topic I'm going to, so let me depart from that place. All I'm telling you is that this thermostat can cause overheating. How does it work? This controls the flow of coolant in your engine. So what happens when it's absent? When it is absent, nothing flows. Go, 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 go. Nothing is gonna flow, baby. No flows. Kish, 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 no flows. Now what happens? If your engine, when you start up your car and your car is moving, when it gets to optimal temperature, the valve opens up and coolant is being distributed. But when this is faulty, even if your engine hawks like Asaba girls, nothing will flow, nothing will open.
Wow.
When nothing happens, you're gonna say nothing. Your car will overheat. Number 3, the star of the show, the radiator cover or the radiator cap. As an expert in caps, I've noticed that even if you buy a new radiator sometimes, they don't go give you new cap. You go still carry this old cap, which is probably the reason why your car is overheating, and place it on the new radiator you bought. You've now done a transfer of problem and the problem continues. What is the job of the radiator cap? The job of this cap is to keep the cooling system properly sealed and pressurized. If this thing they loose or they faulty and it's not able to maintain the adequate pressure for the cooling system, what will happen is all the other components of the cooling system will go down the drain. Sorry. This is not the drain, this is the floor. When you want to change your car's radiator cover, make sure to go for the one that has the recommended PSI of your car's cooling system. If not, you fit get the cap where we say they cover normally, you know, and the color is fine. You understand that cap? But if you will not be able to handle the pressure of your car's cooling system, you will not be put under pressure. No cap.